me feeling like I'm academics. Can't
3-hour stream? Ooh, we're getting from bad to worse. But chat, there's not much hip hop content out here. You know, we could obviously get into sports. We could get into, you know, if y'all want me to be covering like, I'd rather stay out of like some of the political stuff because I feel like that's like a whole thing of its own. But whatever, like we could get into that. But why everybody keeps saying Stockton? Stockton? What the fuck? Are people botting? Oh. Wait.
All right, so I'm Public Information Officer with the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office. My name is Heather Brent. Limited information that I can provide at this time. I'm going to refer to my notes, though. Shortly before 6 o'clock p.m. tonight, our dispatch received reports of possible gunshots near the 1900 block of Lucille Avenue. What we have confirmed at this time is that there was a banquet hall where a family was celebrating. We have 14 victims of this shooting. 4 of those are deceased. The victims have been transported to local hospitals throughout the area. This is a very active and ongoing investigation. Information remains very limited at this time. Early indications suggest that this may be a targeted incident. Investigators are exploring all possibilities at this time. Detectives are working.
Okay, so there's a mass shooting in Stockton. Is this Stockton, California? Oh, yeah, it is.
Diligently to determine the circumstances leading up to this incident. We are urging anyone with information, whether it's videotape, surveillance, maybe you're in the area and you saw something, to please contact the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office. Our number one priority right now is identifying the suspect in this incident. We're very grateful for our local law enforcement agencies. We have called out several agencies to come in and assist, including Manteca Police Department, Stockton PD, we've got the District Attorney's Office, we have the FBI. Again, our number one priority is ensuring that we find that suspect and hold them accountable. Ages range from juvenile to adult. I don't have specific ages that I can release at this time. Do you know if multiple people fired guns or just one person? That's under investigation at this time.
Were the victims? The first time we are now seeing a picture of one of the victims killed, 21-year-old Susano Archuleta. Today, his family held a service to remember him. And here is what we know right now. As we mentioned, 4 people killed, 11 others shot. Among the dead are 3 children, ages 8, 9, and 14. In addition to the 21-year-old. Stockton Mayor Christina Fugazi also said the 8-year-old was a student at Stockton Unified and also said she has reached out to the White House and the Department of Justice about helping combating crime in her city. The sheriff's office has determined the shooting was targeted and was not random. Your reporter Tori Apodaca is at the scene and spoke to a family of the 21-year-old killed in this mass shooting. Tori.
Okay, wait.
Ratmore gang, we've got some really sad news coming out of Stockton, California, man. There's been a mass shooting. 4 people have lost their lives and over 10 people have been hurt. There's talk of maybe 19 people being hit in this incident. And there's a whole bunch of breaking news around it that I'm going to break down for you in this video. But it's so sad.
This some hip hop shit or this is like some white boy, totally dude type of shit? Like, what is this?
In peace to everybody who lost their lives in this incident, and it sounds like even a lot of children have unfortunately passed away as a result of this tragic incident that looks pretty clearly, obviously, to be gang related, unfortunately, and it gives me no, just, you know what I mean, it's just, there's absolutely no way of making sense of this situation. I mean, it's just out of control. This ain't no sliding on your op situation. This is a kids party that got shot up. Apparently there was gang members there and they were the targets and a whole bunch of kids have ended up getting hit. It's absolutely out of line, man. But let's take a look at some of this news and I'll break down some of the information that's currently circulating about this on Reddit.
We're going to continue our team coverage of this breaking news with ABC 10's Roxanne Elias. We are learning the governor's Office of Emergency Services is monitoring this evolving situation and coordinating with local law enforcement. So here's a recap of what we know at this hour. The San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office is saying this happened shortly before 6 p.m. Their dispatch center got reports of a shooting that occurred at the 1900 block of Lucille Avenue. This is in Stockton. They can confirm 14 people were struck by gunfire and 4 victims have since been confirmed deceased. This is an active investigation. They're working to get information on who this suspect or suspects might be. There's no indication that they have any leads at this time. They say this is all under investigation. And as you just heard, the FBI also involved and the governor also tweeting about this. The governor saying that they are looking at this and that I can read it to you here. The governor's press office saying that Governor Gavin Newsom has been briefed on the horrific shooting in Stockton.
So this took place outside of like an ice cream parlor, right? It was a kid's birthday, and you know they're reporting that you know there's at least 3 children dead, and it sounds like 1 adult dead as well. Now there's a lot of advertising on this article, which is very interesting, but I'll talk about that another day. It was a child's birthday party at Stockton Banquet Hall, man. Like, that's just not where this should be going down. The deceased victims are aged 8, 9, and 14 years old, along with a 21-year-old adult. This one says 15 people were shot in the attack. Obviously, we were just hearing on the news that was 14 people. It's just so sad. You know, it is just like, it's just unbelievable. So obviously, you've got the mainstream media reporting on this. We're seeing footage from the scenes. You know, we're seeing people in the area talking about what's going down. You know, obviously, everybody's trying to get to the bottom of what's going on. People saying they heard screaming, so many sirens, they didn't go out there and look. The violence has been plaguing our city for a while. You know, so many comments were like, it's just Stockton, but the violence shouldn't be normalized. We live here. We don't want our grandkids thinking this violence is all right. This is the state of things in Stockton, okay? This is basically how bad things have gotten. And now a lot of posts are going around on Reddit. They're trying to identify the individuals who might have been killed. Maybe they were kind of part of this group of rappers / gangsters, you know, that have apparently been at war in Stockton for a while. People are saying MB Nell and Dougie Threes from Stockton may well be amongst those killed. Everybody's trying to work it out. There's a lot of comments, people saying I live a few minutes from the spot where this happened. Apparently 19 were shot and at least 4 died, including a 12-year-old. So apparently one of the victims was a 9-year-old girl too, which is just so messed up, man. It's just so messed up. So people saying a grown man posting about 2 dudes getting spanked at a party. Why are all these accounts so weird? I think there was a couple of posts of people going around kind of bragging about this situation. Someone said, I'm in Stockton now. It's sad they don't mention how many kids got shot and some got killed as well. I'm pretty sure the FBI is involved now. And the FBI is on the crime, okay? Whoever did this, by the grace of Satan, their set doesn't end up in federal prison by next year. They might end up getting Swiss cheese for this off the attention they brought alone. They're going to F around and get deported till we hang immigrants here, Africa, with the administration we got in office. Hey, whoever's responsible for this, bro, I don't care. Like, do whatever you want with them, man. That's serious. This ain't even gangbanging. This is just evil. What the F? Sick, demonic people. I mean, people park. Well, now they're cooked over some BS. Bunch of stakes up in this bitch. Everybody, children. Keep that. Laws that reclassified violent crimes as non-violent crimes. Laws that require cashless bail.
The legends in the California drill scene like Young Slobey, EBK Young Job. In the face of California rap right now, EBK J. Main gangs in the area are between EBK and Fly Boys, aka Mud Boys. The Northern California drill scene is where serial killers go to make music. Imagine getting killed by a nigga and your diss track only gets 100K views. This is real life. The Stockton California rap scene is the closest thing to giving Ted Bundy, Charles Manson, or Richard Ramirez a mic, some of the hardest West Coast beats that have ever been made. This city's not even top 10 in state population, but it's been #1 for the whole state in murder since 2010. While there's little hope in the armpit of California, somehow, someway, in the midst of the violence,
have released new images of suspects from a homicide investigation accused of murder,
the death, and the destruction. Fans became captivated with one group that made waves all throughout the state, EBK, a clique of Nightingale Bloods from Southeast Stockton that is home to legends in the California drill scene like Young Slobey, EBK Young Job. In the face of California rap right now, EBK J-Bo. J-Bo was supposed to have a breakout year, being featured on NBA YoungBoy's tour and becoming the first XSL freshman to record his cypher in jail. There's supposed to be a movie. However, the streets would catch up and ruin his motion altogether. This group literally took its name to heart and is allegedly responsible for putting belt to ass against the whole city. And it's come.
So J-Bo, man, people are obsessed with J-Bo in California, I swear. Like, all people want to talk to me about is J-Bo. And I rock with J-Bo. I like his music. I did a video on him on this channel quite a while ago. But like, bruh, like, people are obsessed with this guy, and it sounds like he was just having some motion and he kind of threw it all away. It's very unfortunate, man. And I think he's facing, what is it, murder for hire charges right now? And like, he was supposed to be on tour with YoungBoy. Like, it's facts, man. Like, he definitely blew a big opportunity there.
With consequences. To make it out of a place like Stockton is not easy. When facing one of the largest gang takedowns in California history,
I can tell you that this gang takedown that they just had is not only helping to prevent crimes that are just about to happen, but it's also helping to solve the ones that already occurred. Now, you mentioned it, what they took off the streets. Let me show you, and you can see them right there. 58 guns, 10 of them assault rifles, another 12 of those were ghost guns.
Members like Slobey and EBK Osama getting gunned down, to alleged shooters like EBK Lil Play fighting life for taking out one of the next big rappers in the city. The story behind the war in Stockton is one of the craziest that I've ever seen in America. Stockton, California is a forgotten city of California. Tucked in the San Joaquin Valley, it was once an essential place for farming and workers looking for places to live so they could commute to close by cities, Sacramento or the Bay Area. However, the 2008 housing crisis hit the city hard like many cities in California. Many became victims of predatory loans and the eventual foreclosures, which led poverty to run rampant. With people unable to pay taxes to the local government, even the city of Stockton was forced to go bankrupt in 2012 after running a deficit of $26 million. Like, bro, imagine being broke and you living in the literal brokest major city in America. It's not going to end well. This abject poverty affected Black and Latino communities the most, and this led to many people joining gangs to survive and try to run up some bread when legal avenues ran out. One of these gangs.
All right, I'm going to skip past because a lot of you guys know about J-Bo, right? But I want to hear about the guys that actually are involved in this incident.
While EBK was becoming the face of Stockton rap, there were other cliques from the South that were also coming up in the rap scene, some of which even had close ties to members of EBK. One of those cliques was home to rapper MB Nell. MB Nell, originally born to Filipino immigrants in the South Stockton area in the 8th Street section, became active in the streets from birth, having relatives who were banging Asian Crip gangs. With no opportunities present at the time, he and his homies started gangbanging as a means to survive and created their own clique called Mud Boys. MB Nell has close ties to another infamous Crip set in the area called Fly Boys, with most notable rappers Jay Black, who was the original face of their side before his unfortunate passing, and Bands, who's the current face, who pretty much dropped the most incriminating no-jumper interview ever.
On my face?
Trophy. So on the other side,
what did I say?
2,900K.
What is it? What is top?
Above that's got a W.
With what in it?
It's like a W with bullet holes.
How many? 3. Okay. Nah, nigga. They talking about
was arrested shortly after for a wild murder. Originally, the Fly Boys and EBK members from 2100 Nightingale were pretty close. The older members had a shared history, so at one point back in the day, these two sides were just one.
from Mariposa to HE, bro. Just break down a little history, brother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let my brother do it.
Well, basically, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm flying here, cuz. I'm gonna let Cuz do it.
Like I said, I said, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it was all one. We niggas be out there getting money, all this shit, you feel me? And then, like you said, like, you know, like how it happens. Older niggas go to jail, you know, niggas disappear, the structure get lost, you feel me? So, and then that's when it just picks up from there. It could be anybody. It could be a little 14-year-old and he did this and that. Now he the one making the shots.